So I just finished Reanimal, and while I think it has a lot going for it, there were a few things that did dampen my experience. But first, Reanimal is about a brother and sister who are trying to escape an island and save their friends from these really messed up monsters. The story in the game is interesting, and combining that with the overarching world design, I feel like there's a real sense of dread and mystery as you play, and I think the monsters in Reanimal are some of the best to date from the studio. And I enjoy the world so much that I feel like this game just didn't really give me enough of it in the end. I was having such a fun time with Reanimal, but I feel like once it got to a pivotal moment in its story where I was really eager to experience what followed, the game wrapped up really quickly. And that's because I was able to beat the game in about 4.5 hours. Now, I wasn't really expecting a really long game here by any means, but the length did contrast with its price point for me as someone who played it solo. Now, if you are more interested in playing it in co-op, of course, the game does have a friend's pass, so only one of you actually needs to pay for the game to play together, so that's something to keep in mind there. The gameplay in Reanimal is about what you'd expect from the studio if you played Little Nightmares previously. I think they did a great job on the puzzles in the game, and the monster encounters are really good too. They can be really tense during those hiding or chase sequences. The game also has direct combat as well, with each character carrying a weapon that they can use. I did enjoy it more in comparison to the combat in Little Nightmares 2, but it's also very simple and just easy overall, so it didn't really add anything to the game for me. Performance-wise, the game ran mostly fine, although it did crash once, and it actually spoiled a part of the game for me. Basically, what happened was a character moved through a doorway, and as they did, I saw there was a second model already positioned in the next room, and it gave away what was about to happen, which I felt was actually a key point in the game. I mentioned the boss encounters earlier, and I do think there's some really good AI behind these, but the partner AI felt a bit finicky at times. Sometimes when I needed their help to interact with something, it would take them a while to actually trigger a move into position, or they just wouldn't move at all, and I'd have to hit the interaction button again for it to work. It's an easy fix obviously, but it happened enough times for me that I did get a little annoyed. But despite these criticisms, I did really enjoy my time with Reanimal. It feels like a true spiritual success for Little Nightmares. I think this is the most interesting story they've told in a game to date. The atmosphere and monster design's just absolute peak, and I even really like the more open feeling of the game too. It's just that while I enjoyed it, a couple of nagging issues and its length really left me wanting more. So whether you're a fan of Little Nightmares or even a newcomer to these types of games, I'd say it's worth giving it a try.